I recall a man, was a good friend of mine, Roger Hartman. He's a cowboy from Arizona, and he was helping me with one of my horseback rides. And God used him to answer a tremendous prayer. I had been up in the mountains. I'd lost, all my contacts in Colorado at the time, and I was working on the ranch. And I had 21 horses lined up for a Pony Express I was going to do. Pickup trucks and trailers, a water truck. We had everything lined up. And in 1 week, that was all stripped away, except for the 21 horses. I think I had my own 6, plus a friend of mine had 7 horses, which was not near enough. And so I rode my horse up to the top of Middle Mountain in Colorado, up around 11,000 foot. And that is in May. And May, there's still lots of snow up in the high peaks. And so I rode up there just to pray. And I got down, I knelt down in the snow, and I began praying. God, I don't understand. You want us to do this project to raise money for missions, but God, it's falling apart. And I've used all my contacts. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know even how long I stayed there, other than when I got up off of the ground, the snow was all melted around me. Yeah, I got back in the saddle stiff and started riding down off that mountain. But an interesting phenomena happens in the mountains. The hot air from the desert comes up in May and June, and as it goes up the side of the mountain, hits that snow, it turns to a cloud. And so I was in a very thick cloud where I was riding, and I came down out of that cloud, and there was snow blowing up around me as my horse was eager to get off the mountain, and there was snow blowing up, and I see a pickup truck out there, and a guy standing beside his truck with a hood up, and I thought to myself, oh my goodness, how could a tourist get up here on Middle Mountain in a truck? And what's he doing with his hood up? And I thought, I guess I better go see. I went over to see it, and he's just looking off into the distance like this. And so he looks over and he sees a cowboy running off the mountains out of a cloud. He thought, he must be from heaven. And so as I come riding down, we exchanged names and what he was doing. And he said, I have a transport truck down at the bottom of the mountain. I just delivered a whole transport truck full of horses from Arizona here to Colorado. And he said, I'm just up here praying at what next project God has for me. And in minutes, God put our hearts together, and Roger Hartman became one of the greatest supplier for us on that Pony Express ride. All the horses, veterinarians, farriers, trucks, trailers, he provided it all. He did movie shows with his horses. And so he had an abundance of horses. He had 150 head of horses. He said, you come, you pick any one you want. He said, the best I've got, he said, they're yours to use for that trip. God just answered prayer in a miraculous way. Why? Because his mercy endureth forever.